Good morning, guys. Welcome to math class. Let's work on page 93 and 94. Solve multi-step problems using equation. Okay. Let's read the problem. Chris Mary's computer has 3 hard drives with 64 gigabytes of space each and 2 hard drives with 16 gigabytes of space each. The files on her computer use 78 gigabytes of space. How much hard drive space does her computer have left? So the first one here says this blue box, this is blue in your book, says underline the important information. What is the important information we are going to use? Okay, we need to know the number of hard drives the computer have. This is one, has 3 drives with 64 gigabytes each, and also has 2 other hard drives with 16 gigabytes. And the last one is we need to know the files on her computer use 78 gigabytes. This is talking about space, okay? So one way, use multiple single-step equations. Step 1, find how much hard drive space is on 3 hard drives with 64 gigabytes of space each. Has 3 of 64. So step 1, find that total. So we have to multiply 3 times 64 equals n. N is a variable. What a variable is? A variable is the unknown number. Este es lo que no conocemos. So we don't know the product of this multiplication. So that's why you have a variable. It is a letter. The letter you want. It could be A, B, C, D, E, F, X, Y, Z. It doesn't matter. It could be any letter. In this case, the book has letter N. So let's multiply 64 times 3. 3 times 4, 12, right? 3 times 6, 18 plus 1, 19. So 192 equals N. The value of this N is 192. Okay, so complete that part in your book. Now, step 2. Find how much hard drive space is on 2 hard drives with 16 gigabytes of space. So you have 16 times 2. So let's multiply 16 times 2. Here we have another variable. This variable is the letter P. 6 times 2, 2 times 6, 12, regroup 1, 2 times 1, 2, plus 1, 3. See, when you know the tables, multiply is piece of cake, and you do it quickly, but you need to know the tables. Step 3. So we have the total space on 16 gigabyte hard drives is 192. Okay, 192. That's the variable N. And also we know that 2 hard drives of 16 is 32. So we have to put this together. We have to combine this information. To combine or put together, we need to add. So We have 192 plus 32. Okay, let's do the addition. 192 plus 32. This is 4, 9 plus 3 is 12, regroup 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So, these represent this sum, because the answer of an addition, it is a sum, represent the variable A, okay? So, step 4, remember that the question says how much hard drive space does her computer have left. So, we combine the 5 hard drives to know how many gigabytes they have together. Okay, so we find this number, 228. But now says that her computer needs 78. So we have to subtract 78 from 224. So here we write minus 78. Minus 8, it is not possible, right? We need to regroup. Are you with me? Are you with me, class? You're very quiet. Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Miss,
so
I have the answer,
4 minus 8 is not possible, so I regroup the number 2. Now the number 2 is 1, and the 4 is a 14. 14 minus 8, 6. 1 minus 7, I need to regroup. This is 1, and this is 11. 11 minus 7, 4. And this is 1. So this other variable, which is y, equals 146. So Chris Mary has 146 gigabytes of hard drive space left on her computer. Space left, espacio libre, in her computer. You know that a computer needs an amount of space to work. Sometimes in my cell phone says, send to me a message. I think the message is here. Yeah. It tells me, queda poco espacio. Look at, it says, let me see if you can read it. Ahí. Queda poco espacio. Esto podría ralentizar su teléfono. So, it means my cell phone is full. I need to erase things or download pictures, for example, because pictures took most of my space.
My iPad, when my mom gave it, it has like no apps, and it told me that it was already full.
Yes, that's a problem.
Because I erased all the apps, and it still says to me, your iPad is full.
Yeah, that's a problem. And it has a memory. My cell phone has an extra memory. It has an extra memory, but even though
what I do, I just don't care about the messages.
Yeah, my cell phone has extra memory, but even though it says that has few space.
When I see that message,
I don't have a lot of applications, but she put
your cell phone. It shows you an
to get memory.
Yeah. Okay, guys, did you copy this? Did you complete the lines?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. Next page, 94. Order of operation. This is pretty important. You're gonna continue working with this. Order of operation is a special set of rules that gives the order in which calculations are done in an expression. What an expression is? This is an expression. Look, it's an equation also. In this expression or equation, you can see there is a multiplication, an addition, another multiplication, and a subtraction. All of them combined in the same problem. So the order of operation tells you what do you have to do first. It doesn't mean that you're gonna begin here, that you're gonna begin right here. No, you need to follow a special order. What's the order we have to follow? Okay. First, multiply and divide. Multiply and divide. But probably you're gonna say, but I multiply first or divide first. Depends. La operación que le salga primero. If you have the multiplication first, multiply. If you have the division first, divide. Ahí sí que depende de el orden de ellas. La que le salga primero, that's the first one you have to do. Okay, from left to right. This is the order you have to follow. After you do all the multiplications and the divisions you have in the problem, you add and subtract. Y aquí igual, de la misma manera. Si le sale primero la suma, suma. Si le sale primero la resta, resta. Okay? Like that. So, as you can see here in this problem, there are two multiplications. So we have to do 3 times 64 and 2 times 16. This one and then this one, because there are two. Si hubieran 5, so we have to do the 5 multiplication first. 3 times 64, so you have it here, 64, 64, 64, 3 times. And then you have 16 times 2, okay, 16 and 16. And this one is the same problem we did on page 93, but this is another way. So we know that 64 plus 3 times 64, we already know this number. What is the answer of this multiplication? 3 times 64, you already have it.
The answer is 192.
192. So this one go in this first line, 192. And 2 times 16 was 32, right?
Yes, miss.
Oh, no. This is not. Then, okay, so we solved the first multiplication. Now, we are going to copy the rest. 2 times 16 minus 78 equals n. Now, we are going to do the second multiplication. Esos círculos no los hagan porque se les va a ver muy rayado su libro. I do it because I need to explain. So 2 times 16 is 32 here. And then you copy. We have to copy 192 first. 192, then the multiplication, 2 times 16, 32, minus 78. Okay. Now we have one addition and one subtraction. Let's do the addition. 192 plus 192 plus 32. So we already know that 192 plus 32 equals 224. Minus 78. Now we have to do the subtraction. 224 minus 78 is 146. Questions about this? order of operation means that you have to do multiplications and divisions first, then addition and subtraction. That's the order you have to follow. Multiplications and addition first, and then addition and subtraction. Sometimes these exercises have parentheses. Sometimes we have parentheses in exercises, but you're gonna see that later on. Cuando tenemos paréntesis, se hace primero el paréntesis. I'm going to give you an example. Imagine that I have 3 times 2 plus paréntesis. So I open paréntesis. 5 menos 3 minus 5 minus 3 times 2. Okay, like that. See, I have a parenthesis. So, according to the rule of order of operations, parenthesis needs to be solved first. So, en este caso, lo que primero que se resuelve es el paréntesis. 5 minus 3, 2. Y copio lo demás. 3 por 2 más ese 2 por 2. Ahora, ¿qué voy a hacer? Multiplication. Ya eliminé. Haciendo la operación, elimino el paréntesis, resolviendo esa resta. María José, you're not paying attention. So, and then I do the multiplication. 3 times 2, 6. How many multiplications I have? I have 2, right? Tengo 2 times 2. Esto es 4. Y el símbolo que va aquí es este, porque esa multiplicación ya la hice. Entonces, 6 plus 4, 10. So, esto es igual a 10. ¿Sí? Estos también se llaman combined operation, operaciones combinadas. Because it has multiplication, it can have division, addition, and subtraction. But when you have a paréntesis, you have to solve that paréntesis. ¿Para qué? Para eliminar ese paréntesis. Y después vuelvo al order of operation rules. First, multiplications and divisions, and then addition and subtraction. Use the order of operations to find the value of n.
In this part, we need to do the same at the first part.
Mire, first, multiply 5 times 17. 5 times 17. Okay, so 17 times 5 is 5 times 7, 35. Regroup 3. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8. So that's the first one. The first one here. Because this is what we did. We did this. And we have to copy the rest. Plus 5 times 20 minus 32. Then, next, multiply 5 times 20. So, este 85, I am going to copy here. 5 times 20. 25 times. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So, 5 times 20 is 100. And I copy the rest. Minus 32. Okay? Then add the two products. This product and this one. But this looks like an 8. Is a 0. 100 plus 100. 85 plus 100. 185. Minus 32. Okay? Now, finally, we subtract to find the n, the variable, the unknown value. 185 minus 32, so 185 minus 32 here. So it is 3, 5, and 1. 153. N equals 153. So far, so good, class?
Yes, miss.
Yeah?
Yes, miss.
Finished. Did you copy?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
miss.
miss, I finished.
Yes,
miss.
miss.
Okay. Now, this exercise. Quickly, because we have few minutes. We have to do this multiplication and this multiplication. 3 times 22 is 66. 22 tres veces. 22 más 22, 44 más 22 son 66. Okay? So, 66 and 7 times 41, 287. Here is plus minus 24 equals n, okay? Now, let's do the addition. 287 plus 66. That is 353 minus 24. Now, 353 minus 24. 329. That's the final answer. In exercise 3, what do we have to do first? 4 times 34 plus 6 times 40 minus 66. What is the first operations I have to do? Diego, are you copying? Are you copying? There are 4 exercises we have to do. What is the first operations I have to do in exercise 3?
4 times 34.
4 times 34.
4 times 34 plus 6.
This is the first one. And then?
6 times 40 and
6 times 40, exactly. So 4 times 34 equals 136. 6 times 40 is 240. 240. So this is an addition, and I copy the rest of that exercise, minus 66. 136 plus 240. 376. Minus 66. 310. Okay. So next exercise, multiplication first. 2 times 62 and 8 times 22. 2 times 62, 124. Plus the next product, 8 times 22. You have to be copying, completing the book. 176 minus 53. Okay, now we do the addition. 124 plus 176. This is 300. 300 minus 53.
274.
47. 247. So the last exercise, again, multiplication first. 6 times 13, 78. Plus 9 times 34, 306. Minus 22. Now 78 plus 306 is 384. 84
minus 2, minus
plus
22.
22. Thank. So these exercises are not difficult. You only have to follow the rules. You only have to follow the order of operation. 384 minus 22, 362. 362. Okay. Done.
Miss, this
So
is
with-
fast when you send the multiplication.
yeah.
We need to copy that red and blue things of top.
You have to. That's the idea. And I was working slow. That's why you have to work with me. But I saw students that were kinds of relaxed. Happy New Year, Suwa.
Miss, I finished to copy all.
Okay. And the rest of the students?
I finished copying.
I finished all, Miss.
Okay, I want to know who is copying.
Copy.
Okay, happy birthday to your sister, Ivana. Okay, so if you finish, you can dismiss the class. See you after recess.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye.
Miss.
Bye, Miss. I love you.
Bye-bye. I love you too.